Well, hello from Epsom. I'm Sam Laurie, joined on the downs by Maddie Plale and Graham Dench. We were all here because it's 10 days until the Investec Derby Festival gets underway. We're here for breakfast with the stars. A couple of classic contenders worked on the track today, Perfect Clarity and Young Rascal. There are also phone interviews with the likes of Aidan O'Brien, Charlie Appleby and John Gosden. And Graham, it was John Gosden that perhaps had the biggest news line of the day about Roaring Lion.
Yeah, I think so. We were all disappointed he didn't bring Lati Dar here because of the weather and so on, but he did reveal that Roaring Lion is a definite runner in the Derby, and I think that gives the race a real boost because it had the look of something of a Saxon Warriors to lose, but now it's a proper race.
And Gosden, of course, he's brought 3 Dante winners here before. 2 of them have won, Benny the Dip and Golden Horn, and live chance Roaring Lion.
Well, absolutely. I mean, he said himself that this is a much better horse than Benny the Dip, and you'd have to say that he won the Dante in the style of a Golden Horn, I would have thought. I think he's a very good horse, and we know that, go back to the Racing Post Trophy, there was a neck between them, and you could say that, Roaring Lion possibly should have won if he'd just been delivered that moment later.
That said, though, Maddie, a lot of confidence here behind Saxon Warrior from the team at Ballydoyle.
Yeah, we spoke to Michael Buckley earlier. Absolutely delighted. You get the sort of opinion that it's almost a sense of foreboding that they know and they think that there's going to be a special performance from Saxon Warrior. You know, talking about the Triple Crown, they've still got to win the Derby, but he is a very, very special horse, and there's not many doubts about him at this stage. You know, he's shown the speed to win the Guineas. His pedigree and the stamina says that he'll have no problem with his Derby trip. He relaxes. Some very, very strong positive vibes from the Ballydoyle camp.
And certainly great that we're going to have a proper race now with Roaring Lion and Saxon Warrior taking part. Young Rascal was one of the horses that worked today. Maddie, you were down in the stables beforehand and afterwards, and they were really buzzing about this horse.
Yeah, for William Haggis to be so confident and so happy with a horse like this, I think it speaks volumes. He did a lot. He had to overcome a lot at Chester when he won. I think it's interesting that he's bought him here. William admitted earlier it's not something he usually does. He doesn't usually want to take horses here, but he thought it was key for the horse's development to give him a spin around, and he was really, really glad he did. He handled it well. He galloped just down in front of us, and not a massively serious piece of work, but he was relaxed. He was well balanced. He wasn't changing his leads too much, and I think connections are delighted, so it's all systems go.
And with John Gosden's absence, Graham, William Haggis was surrounded by the press for a good hour or so after he'd done his interview on stage, and it was noticeable in his demeanour how excited he is about this horse.
Yeah, he is. He's excited, but he's also, in a sense, he's relaxed as well. He says he's got a sign up in his office which says worry is a futile emotion or something, and but he's got the horse in the right place now, and he's comparing him to Charmit. Charmit had a very different preparation. He only won a maiden race as a 2-year-old, didn't see him as a 3-year-old till the Derby. Came here, we didn't have any great expectations of him, but William knew he'd worked well with 2 very good horses in other stables, Dushiantor and Glory Dancer. But he's I sense that he thinks that this has got every bit as good a chance as Charmit.
Yeah, and also here was Harry Dunlop, Knight to Behold, his runner, the Lingfield Derby Trial winner, and understandably it's his first Derby horse. He's really excited about the big day.
Yeah, and good luck to him as well. The family's got a great tradition in both the Derby and the Oaks, with his father John winning the Derby twice and Edwin in the Oaks as well as his father winning the Oaks. Harry's here with a live chance, and he's some people wondered if he was flattered at Lingfield. Well, perhaps he was, but we don't really know that for sure yet. And what Harry does say is that he's sure that the horse doesn't need to lead. There'll be plenty of pace in the race, won't there? Aidan will have pacemakers, and he'll sit handy, and who knows? I think he'll run well.
We should mention as well, Charlie Appleby confirmed Massar going for the race as well.
Yeah, Charlie was just on the phone. We didn't see him here, but he was pretty positive about Massar, yeah.
And so from the Derby contenders, which would be your takeout from this morning, who would you be, the Dench millions be going on now?
A bit of a retrieval mission. I backed Roaring Lion in the Guineas, and obviously that just wasn't him.
Did you back him in the Dante?
Didn't back him in the Dante, no. But I'm going to have a few quid on 6 or 7 to 1 now, I think, because I think he can give Saxon Warrior a race at least. I've got nothing against Saxon Warrior whatsoever. I think he's a fantastic horse, but I think Roaring Lion's pretty good too.
Okay, so Roaring Lion for Graham Dench. And Maddie, I know you were keen on Young Rascal before coming today. Imagine nothing that William Haggis has said will put you off.
Yeah, exactly. Really pleased. I think Young Rascal and Knight to Behold are the two I'd take out to take on Saxon Warrior with. As you mentioned, Knight to Behold at Lingfield, it was a bit of a messy race, but he's always shown that quality. He can, improve a lot from that last run. Lingfield's always a good education for us, especially when dealing with Epsom. And Young Rascal, what can you say? Everything's gone smoothly so far, and we don't know how we'll match up when he faces Saxon Warrior, but he's going to have a lot in his favour, as well as the ground, which shouldn't get too fast, and that should suit him as well.
Okay, so 2 against Saxon Warrior then from the pundits here. Looking at the Investec Oaks, and Graham, as you said, Lati Dar didn't come here for a workout, but nothing sort of to be worried about. It was just Gosden didn't really sort of want her in the horse box in such a hot day.
I think that's all it was. He said, while he was talking to us on the phone, he said Lati Dar was sort of walking by in front of him, and she's absolutely fine. And she's going to have a great chance, isn't she? The family hasn't been very lucky here, apparently. I don't remember all the details, but the fugue and so on. But she ticks just about every box, doesn't she? She's a very worthy favourite, but she's not unbeatable.
And interesting news from William Haggis. You were speaking to him, Maddie. Sea of Class possibly not going to take her chance, but his other runner quite highly likely to.
Yeah, immediately in the aftermath of Musidora, he said that give and take, he wasn't sure whether she'd get the trip and she'd probably go for the Prix Saint Hilary in France and then maybe go elsewhere. But this morning he was actually quite confident, saying that she would definitely go for the Oaks, which is very interesting. And Sea of Class, there might just not be enough time, so it's looking unlikely at this stage.
And we also saw Perfect Clarity working today. Quite an interesting work, I thought, because she didn't go past her lead horse, and in fact going down to post, she needed to, she wouldn't go past the big screen that we were filming next to. So she perhaps learnt a bit today.
Yeah, well, that's fillies for you, isn't it?
What did you make of it, though? I know you'd been keen on her beforehand.
Yeah, I was impressed with her in the Lingfield trial. I didn't see anything to worry about here, to be honest. And Clive's a better judge of what place she's in than I could possibly be, and he's not somebody that gets overexcited, and he's pretty confident that she's a serious contender. I think she is too.
And Maddie, you were our eyes and ears down in the stable yard this morning, and Adam Kirby absolutely buzzing about this one.
Yeah, he was really pleased about the ground. What I would say about her is she has only had the 2 runs, so it's a good job they came here because she is still relatively inexperienced. As you mentioned, she was having a good look at the screen and she was just given an education, basically, didn't pass a lead horse. But she did seem very relaxed. As much as she was a bit green, she was relaxed. Adam Kirby was giving her a few reassuring pats down the neck. And I just think maybe it's a bit of a big ask for one so inexperienced, but it would have definitely benefited her coming here. She went all the way round to the bottom of the track, all signs are good at this stage for her. I didn't think there was anything to be overly perturbed about during the workout. It was more just that she's inexperienced and getting used to her surroundings.
So who's the Oaks pick at this stage?
I would be interested in give and take. She's out of a sister to Fame and Glory, so there's plenty of stamina in her pedigree. I thought she was quite impressive in the Musidora. It wasn't a vintage renewal, it has to be said, but that's reflected in her price, and I think she could be a live contender.
And for you, Graham, is it still Perfect Clarity?
I think it is. I think she's a value proposition anyway, at whatever, 14, 16 to 1, something like that.
And just a quick word also on the Coronation Cup. Did Gosden confirm Cracksman going for the race?
Yeah, he did, and also Charlie Appleby confirmed Hawkbill, and Aidan confirmed Idaho, so we picked up a few things there as well.
Looks like being a fantastic matchup. Do stay up to date with all the latest news on the Investec Derby Festival here on Racing Post social media and on racingpost.com.